Why are you so much trouble?
Are you gonna come say hi? Oh, don't bite. Get your mouth off my clothes. Say, hello YouTube, my name is Buddy. I don't know how people film with their animals, their puppies. Because mine's way too squirmy to like sit down and be, ow, and be patient. And okay, thank you. Ah. Okay, buddy. I'm so big now. Do you remember when you first saw me? Hi. Ooh, you little. Oh. Okay, thank you. Now get your. This is some of the problem. We don't encourage this, by the way, this type of behavior. He thinks I'm playing, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the crate and then I'll be right back because there's absolutely no way we're gonna have a productive conversation. Why do you have to be, look at that face of, are you a troublemaker?
Troublemaker. You are.
You're okay, bud. Okay, I decided to move into the office. Buddy is in his playpen. So I've got some notes. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. And I'm gonna try and go through basically things we've been doing, training, resources, all that kind of good stuff. Sit. Sit. First, I do want to say I feel really lucky with Buddy because I feel like he's been pretty receptive to us. Now granted, we do invest a lot of time and effort and research when it comes to anything Buddy related because we want to do things right by him and right by us. If your situation isn't like mine, don't feel bad. There's a lot of great resources. Some of the resources that I've really been enjoying, I've been watching a lot of Zach George's YouTube channel. I've also really liked the McCann Dog Training channel, and I have been reading a lot just like online resources in general, and the Puppies 101 Reddit has been really cool for firsthand anecdotal experiences of puppy owners, and also my vet, of course. We are using a lot of the positive reinforcement when it comes to training a Buddy. We were immediately starting training as soon as we got him. Mostly we were working on the potty training, which he nailed down pretty quickly, the crate training, which took him a couple weeks, and also the puppy nipping. I think this is just something we're going to be working on with him for quite some time. From what I've read, puppies are just kind of nippy, and obviously there's a big difference between nipping, kind of like testing out their bite, versus like getting aggressive. He's not showing any signs of aggression. Very obvious he's trying to play, but he just doesn't know his limits. He doesn't know boundaries, so we're teaching him that, and he doesn't actually respond to the ouch method. He thinks that's playing, and I think that actually revs him up more. So the best method whenever he gets in those moods where he's really bitey and nippy is to either just stand up and cross my arms and walk away from him. Like, I don't want to play with you if you're gonna play like that. Playtime's over, and that's not fun for anyone. Or we do puppy timeouts, because most of the time when he's getting into these like really bitey or nippy moods, it's mainly because he's tired and he's getting cranky. We put him in the puppy playpen to just have some quiet time, and usually that's only like for 5 to 10 minutes, and by that point he's usually passed out, which goes into another thing that I've learned with puppies: enforced napping. Just like toddlers or kids, sometimes puppies get overstimulated and it's really hard for them to calm down. I know some people come up with a schedule or routine, like down for 2 hours, up for an hour, down for 2 hours, up for an hour. We don't have a schedule set in stone like that per se with Buddy, but we just try to be observant with him, and you know, usually we can tell him like, oh, he's getting cranky, or oh, he's throwing a temper tantrum, he needs to go lay down, which is when he goes in the playpen. And like I said, he's usually out within 5 to 10 minutes. He might whine or cry a little bit about it because he's not happy about it, but he is in a lot better mood when he has had a little rest. Now, the first week we had Buddy was a pretty sleepless one. Probably got 3 to 4 hours of sleep per night the first week. So if you get a new puppy, don't be surprised if you're missing out on a lot of your sleep. We were basically taking him out anywhere from like 3 to 4 times a night to go to the bathroom. Like I mentioned, we are working on crate training him. That was probably the hardest part for us. Even up until this point, I feel like we're still working on making good progress, is the actual crate training itself, because he, like I said, is just a very independent puppy and somewhat stubborn. So if he doesn't want to go in there, he doesn't want to go in there. But we have been, like I said, working on positive reinforcement with the crate training. So we have been feeding all of his meals in the crate. He drinks his water in the crate. He gets treats in the crate. Anytime he gets like a bully stick or something like that, we give it to him in the crate. He's just like any puppy sometimes. When he doesn't want to calm down, he still wants to play. It's, you know, the crate's the last thing he wants to go in. Now, we did immediately take him to the vet that first week and got him up to date on all of his shots and vaccinations at that time. And we also had his stool sampled, and we did find out he had Giardia and Coccidia. I think that's how you pronounce it. So he did have a couple of parasites. I guess evidently that's really common with puppies, but you could tell he was having a little bit of digestive upset about his stinky poo-poos, and yeah, they were a little diarrhea-y. So for that time, again, I spoke with my vet about all of this. I was supplementing with his food, some chicken and rice, and during that time, we were also trying to switch him over to better quality food. So it was definitely difficult just because he was having those tummy issues, trying to figure out a good balance, and I think that's when it really is important to work with your vet on that. We did have him on anti-parasitic medication. We also had him on a probiotic to help with his gut flora and kind of balancing that out, which I think that made a big difference. I'm gonna go ahead and link the one down below that I used. I had read about it online. It had great recommendations from people who are also dealing with Giardia and Coccidia. So if you are dealing with that as a new puppy parent, check that out, because I think that was really helpful for us. So yeah, first week or two, he did not sleep through the night. I was honestly thinking, like, when am I ever gonna get a full night's sleep again? Like, I was getting to that point where I was feeling a little loopy. I definitely had my moments where I was experiencing puppy blues. I had moments that I was like, did I make the right decision? Am I ready for this? I don't think I'm ready for this. A lot of it was because I'm tired, and it was just also new, and I'd also recently just lost my cat, so it was a big adjustment for me. And I still sometimes have those moments, so I just want to say, like, puppy blues is a real thing. If you Google it and kind of read other people's experiences, don't feel guilty if you have those moments, because I definitely had and still have those moments myself. So by like week 3 or 4, I was getting more attached to him, and I think he was definitely reciprocating that and becoming more attached to us. So in week 3, we still had him on quarantine, essentially because he still didn't have all of his vaccinations, and if you have a puppy, basically you have to give them booster shots every couple of weeks to make sure that they're protective. So what we were doing to make sure he was getting a lot of exercise and expending a lot of his puppy energy was essentially borrowing our family's backyards. So we would take him to our family's backyards. They didn't have any dogs, haven't had dogs, so we knew he was safe to kind of use their yard and run around. So it was kind of fun for us because it was a way to get us out and outside, because if he's quarantined, we're basically quarantined with him, because we have to essentially supervise him 24/7 and still basically do unless he's sleeping. So that was one of the ways we were able to get him some exercise during that period. He finally had his last rounds of vaccinations, and we got the clear from our vet that we could finally take him out for a walk. So that is this week, and I have to say it's been really nice to be able to take him out, because just seeing all the new sights, smelling all the new things has been a great way for him to get a lot of that puppy energy out in a short amount of time. So we take him out for like 15 to 20 minute walks a couple times a day. Come on, buddy. Come on.
So happy.
I guess a couple other things that I want to brush on really quickly to talk about. We have also been working on touching his paws and his ears to make sure he's desensitized to all that. I basically try to desensitize him to everything we might have issues with in the future. So I always touch his paws. I have been hand feeding him from the beginning, and I'll also take, like, you know, food and things off of him so he's aware that we are the ones that are giving him his food, his water, his toys, anything like that, so he doesn't get aggressive with that kind of stuff. And I've been working on brushing him so he's used to grooming, because I'm probably gonna have to do that a lot in the future. Brushing his teeth is another thing we've been working on. As far as destructiveness, one thing that I've noticed with Buddy is he likes to chew on wood, specifically wood furniture. So he has had a couple moments where we lost track of him and he dug into some of our furniture, which has been you know, something we were prepared to, but still slightly disappointing. So he does, like I said, require pretty much constant supervision unless he's in his playpen or his crate. So for the future, as far as updates go, I think one of the things we definitely want to work on with him is leash training and also the nipping / biting. We're trying to work on him controlling that. Another thing we want to work on with him is kind of creating calm and have him be able to calm down when we request that he calms down. Another thing that I'm going to be doing once things start opening back up is I'm going to be enrolling him in puppy kindergarten so he can be more socialized. We have been basically socializing him with family dogs so he can be around as many dogs and people as possible at this time in a safe manner. But I would like to introduce him to more testing environments like that while he's young, as well as enrolling him in some obedience training in the future. So I'm sure there will be a lot of other things we'll be working on, and I'll update you guys in the next puppy update. If you guys like these videos, I know a lot of people have been adopting puppies or dogs, so I thought this might be a somewhat relatable video for you guys if you have been going through the same thing, or you've just recently adopted your puppy and you will be going through the same things. I'm gonna go ahead and link the video down below where I talk about all of the puppy essentials I picked up for Buddy. I pretty much cover everything from the crate, the bed, the toys, the chew toys, treats, everything we pretty much picked up for Buddy I cover in that video. So I'll go ahead and link that down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys! I guess we could go see what the puppy's up to. Hello, it's me. My name is Buddy. Okay. Having him, I guess the first week. Ow, okay. Ow! Ow, he just took like a chunk out of my stomach. So this is Buddy. He's obviously... Good job, baby. Okay, ready? Can I drop it? Drop it. Ready?